Greetings! Hi everyone, we're cooking with tofu, so let's get started. We got the tofu here, we got the pan heating up, and we got some garlic. So I'm going to show you a quick tofu dish you can make. It's a spaghetti dish. I made this dish for some people that never ate tofu forever, and they ate this dish. And they ate this dish and they loved it. They loved it. How we look like that? Okay, something's happening. So we're gonna put some liquid aminos. This is what it looks like. Where did it go? Oh, up here. So I take the tofu and I use liquid aminos. I pour it onto the tofu like that and let it soak in there. This is gonna give it the flavor it needs. And I just mash the tofu up until it's crumbling. And I have my pan on, getting hot with a little bit of olive oil. So you go ahead and you mash this up till it soaks up all of the liquid aminos. This is what I'm using, liquid aminos here. Okay. Let's see. So you let that soak up. See how it's soaking it up like a sponge. Okay, pour all of it. We got our garlic. We're going to take some pieces of garlic off and deal with that. So we get our pan here. And our garlic. And we want to put this in the pan. So you go ahead and you get your garlic ready. Okay. What I like to do is I grate my garlic. Where's my little grater? I grate my garlic. So I grated in the big one here. Grate my garlic. Get a next piece. You gotta. So you can do this. You know, people they make meat. You can use ground turkey. You can use ground beef. And, you know, you can use ground chicken. I'm using ground tofu. So we grate this up. We grate up the garlic. Okay, we grate this up. I think I want some more. We grate some more. Let's get a next piece here. And we're peeling off. You just peel off this part, this piece here, and just go in with this. So we have grate it. Okay. Okay. And then we put it in the pan, but I'm going to put a little bit more of this in here. Okay, this flavors your protein. This is tofu. Okay, this is tofu. So we're ready to put it in the pan. So come with me so we can put it in the pan. Okay, we want to put our garlic in there. Can you all see the garlic in there? Let's make a close shot. There's the garlic. Thanks for liking the video. Thank you, subscribers. When you subscribe, you become an angel to this on this channel. So go ahead and subscribe. We're gonna put some olive oil. Okay, olive oil into the pan with the garlic. Okay, so you see, this is the garlic that I grated up. And I think I want some more garlic. So you all tell me how that's looking over there while I grate up some more garlic over here. And you just grate the garlic in. It smells so good. And you want this on like a 3. You don't want it too high. So come back over here with me and we're going to do our onion. So we just want a half onion. Just a half. Okay. Make sure you cut the onion, get the peels off of it, like so. Here's another garlic I can use. So I have my trash is in here, right? My trash is in here. Okay. So we're gonna cut up our onion. I just bought a knife set, so I'm looking forward to getting my knife set. That's gonna be coming. But you cut up the onion. This is showing me left-handed, but I'm right-handed. I don't know, the screen is coming through to you backwards. So you cut up this, and let's get this one garlic here. Get the one garlic. This is what makes the food give it the flavor, is the garlic and the onion. Okay? So let's go ahead, come on over here with me. And let's grate the garlic up in this. So my future partner, you will be getting this nutritious meal. Okay. Subscribe to this channel. Thanks for liking the video. Thanks for liking the video. Yeah, I was low on my estrogen during menopause. And I started eating chicken to help with the menopause. It didn't help. So now I'm on tofu. Returning to that. So we can put our tofu in like so. Just put that all in there on top of that and let it simmer. Let it simmer some. Okay? And while that's simmering, we clean up our mess. We clean up our mess. We clean up our mess. Okay, we let that brown. That has to brown. That has to brown. Okay, we have garlic bread. This garlic bread we will put in the toaster oven. This goes with the pasta. He has this. And then we want to turn this up on to 5. Turn it up a little bit to 5. Turn it up to 5. Turn it up to 5. We only wanted 1 onion. Put that other onion back. And I'm going to put a little bit of this in it, some classical, this is roasted garlic. And we're going to get our pan going for our pasta in here. So we want to get this going. Turn this up. Oh, that smells so good, everybody. It smells so good. Ooh. Okay, let's pour some water in our pan. This is for the pasta. You want to pour some water and turn it up high. I'll just pour the whole thing in. This is the pasta we're using. We're using brown rice and gluten-free spaghetti. Okay, this is brown rice. This is the best pasta. We put a little bit of olive oil in the pan. What is this? And some salt. Some salt in the water. Okay. Now we're going to put a little bit of season on our tofu, even though it has the liquid aminos. I like to add some seasoning to the mix. So I add, let's turn our camera over to this. I add, happy Monday everyone, hi. I add some of this to it. Just add a little bit of that. Some black peppercorn. Where are we? Some black peppercorn I add to it. Okay. And then we want some lemon pepper. A little bit of that, a little bit. And I like to put some red crushed pepper in there too. A little bit of that. Some cayenne pepper. So we've been on here for 14 minutes. We're already almost finished. I know you're not a fan of tofu. Lots of people don't like it. But if you want to stop eating meat, this is your go-to choice. When you want to stop eating meat. It smells delicious. Okay, now we can kind of mix it up. Take the same fork we were using and kind of mix it up in there. Mix it up in there. You want to get it brown. I know it looks whatever right now, but it's just going to get brown. Once it's brown, then you're going to add the sauce. So you want to turn it up a little bit more. Turn it up. I know people are not a fan of tofu. I wasn't either. I stopped eating it and I was eating chicken. My daughter, who grew up a vegetarian, is now eating chicken. So, yeah, this is what has happened. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing and liking the video. Tune in February 4th when I premiere my video, my daughter day at the Bay, February 4th at 6 o'clock. Tune in for that video. That's going to be coming out February 4th on my channel. So subscribe to this channel to get all of the notifications. So we want to leave it simmer. We want to maybe put a little bit of olive oil in there for it to simmer some and let it brown. It's getting brown. Once it gets brown, we're going to put some sauce in there and we're going to start putting our pasta into the mix. Okay, that is for our pasta. We have our bread here. This is our garlic bread right there. Okay. And this is your chef. Giving thanks all day, every day. This is, yeah, we're giving thanks all day, every day. So we are making and preparing this dish. It's tofu, spaghetti, tofu sauce, spaghetti sauce. So thanks for joining. Thanks for liking the video too, and for subscribing to the channel, for actually being an angel. When you subscribe, you become an angel. So I'm excited to share my cooking with tofu. And I know tofu is not for everyone, so it's not something, you know, you may like, but guess what? It's what we're gonna eat tonight. Okay, tofu's on the menu, and garlic bread, and a salad with red leaf lettuce. Hopefully I have strength to make that. But let's tune into this right here. Yay, look at that. So we gotta get it brown. It's gotta get brown. We put some more olive oil on it. Okay, keep that going. This is boiling. So once this boils to a boil, we can put our pasta in, which is not going to take that long to make. So our roasted garlic, we have roasted garlic for our spaghetti. We're going to finish up with this one. Get this one out the way first. Then we're going to open our new one. But we're going to look at this one and see how it's getting brown. It's got to get brown. So this gets brown. Keep that going till it's, golden brown. And you keep adding some oil, olive oil. This is the olive oil. Extra virgin is my go-to olive oil for this dish. Our spaghetti water is looking pretty okay. Let's put a little more olive oil in there. And I like to put nutritional yeast, a little bit of that sprinkled into my base for the spaghetti sauce. And I like sometimes to squeeze a lemon in my food. So I take a lemon, and I squeeze it into the mix here. The acidic mixes with all of the heat, and it neutralizes the taste. So you get a nice fresh taste from the citric acid of that. What I like to do too is add water to this to stretch it out. So that's what I'm going to do here. Add some water. To get the most out of it. Okay? So, to get the most out of it, all the bottom, you add water to it. So I'm going ahead in and mixing this around with just onions and garlic. This is our base for the spaghetti sauce. Okay? Alright, add us some more olive oil. Okay, and we're ready to put our spaghetti into our boiling water. I like to put about half in. Half is good for now. We should have a pasta in. Put that in with it. Okay. So we get our pasta in there. Into the boiling water. And we check over here on our tofu base for our sauce base. We're making a base for our sauce. And you notice this is getting brown. It's getting brown. Okay. We want to keep it getting browner. Keep getting browner. And we let that simmer. And we're going to get ready to put this in there. As soon as this gets a little more crispy brown. I like to cut up possibly a green onion. A green onion would be good. You get one green onion, wash that off, and cut that up, and you can put it in there while that is browning. Okay, so we're gonna cut up our green onion. We have a pieces of garlic left. I'm going to go ahead and grate the last pieces in to our base for our sauce. Okay. Okay, now we are ready to put the sauce in. It looks like it's brown enough as it is going to get. Unless, you want it burnt to a crispy. And I don't think we want it burnt to a crispy. So let's put our sauce in. And then we're going to put half of this sauce. Half of this. And we refrigerate the rest for the last bit of pasta we have there. So while that is going, I like to take the other half of the lemon, and squeeze it into this sauce, like so. Put them together. Squeeze them in like that. Okay, so after you have squeezed in the lemon, this is what we're looking at here for the pasta sauce base. And then on this side we have the spaghetti brown rice pasta right here. So that has to cook. That doesn't take that long to cook. Okay. Leave that in there. And then over here is our sauce. I might even put a little bit more in. Just a little bit more. I want to put a little bit of thyme, which I should have put in earlier. And a little bit of butter. Okay, let's check on the pasta. Because I'm getting hungry. I'm ready to eat. I'm ready to have dinner. And let's put our bread, get that started. And we can turn this down just a little bit to 4. Let it cook. Let it bubble. Let it saute. Stirring it. Turn it down to 3 because it's popping. When that starts popping, that means it's ready, it's done. When it starts to pop, it's ready and it's done. You can use turkey meat, you can use any kind of meat. I'm using tofu for this, and brown rice pasta. Turn this down to low, and we're gonna let that simmer. Okay, look at that. That looks so good. That is our pasta sauce. I like to even put some Parmesan, sprinkle some of this in there. Just a little bit. Okay. Mix it in there. Okay. Watch out, Olive Garden. Yeah, watch out. This is the pasta. Brown rice pasta. It's not quite done yet. Let's give it some more time. Couple more time. Couple more minutes on that. Okay? But this is how we are looking with our tofu pasta dish. And we have our bread here. Bread is looking good. Put this cover on. Okay, how's it going? I left you all to watch the food. What's happening? Okay, it's looking good. You gotta keep stirring. Keep stirring it. So while I'm cooking this, I'm looking for a movie to watch. Looking for a movie to watch. So my partner would be looking for a movie or something while I'm doing this. So let's look at our pasta. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's getting almost to the point I like it to be at. Everybody likes their pasta a little different. So I like it. What I like to do is I pour some of the pasta water into the pasta sauce and give it a little swivel. Yeah. Give it a little swivel. Swivel it in there. Swivel it in there. And our pasta is about ready. Yeah. Yeah, so I take one out, let's see, and I fling it on the wall. Yeah, it's ready. It's stuck to the wall, everyone. It's stuck to the wall. So we're going to take it out. We're going to drain it. Out. We're gonna drain the pasta. Ready? I have this cute little strainer. Pour it in there. And I take some water. I take water and I clean it. I kind of clean over the pasta like that with some water. Right? Shake it out. Clean it like this. Then I return it to the pan it was in. I return it there. And I add me some butter. I might as well just pour all the butter in. I added the remaining butter. And then I do my peppercorn. Black peppercorn. So this is the black peppercorn. And I put some in there. And I mix it up. Okay, now we're ready to plate. Now we're ready to plate. How I like to plate is I like to put cheese as a topping. I'm trying to stop cheese, but it's been hard. And I'm gonna use some queso. This is quesadilla cheese. I'll use some of that. And our bread is ready. Just in time. just in time. So let us plate our food over on this side here. Well, let's put it here. Okay, we're gonna plate our food. Ready? So we're gonna take out the pasta. A little more. A little more. That's about good. And then we have our bread. Let's get one bread here. Our bread. And now our sauce. Now our sauce. So we put our sauce that we made generously onto the, oh, it smells so good. Oh my goodness. It smells so delicious. We put it generously on the top here. That should be enough for now. And then we put some of the cheese. And this is up to you, how much cheese you want. I like cheese. I cheat with cheese. And that is our dish. We missed our green salad, but you know what? It's okay because we can have that later. So here we are. Let's try our tofu dish in 40 minutes. Bon appetit. Mmm. 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 I gotta go eat this. See you later, everyone. Thanks for tuning in.